Hello, my name is Hyunwoo, and this is my Python 3 project. My idea. This project was inspired by Penguin and Snake. I wanted to make this game because Penguin was game that I played very first, and I wanted to make it. What did I learn and use for my project? During class, I learned about object-oriented programming and sprites, which I used in my project. Object-oriented programming, aka OOP, is about representing things in the real world in terms of objects in the code. Pygame sprites. Pygame is a library that allows you to create Pygame in Python. Sprites are moving objects in Pygame. Code example. Code 1, enemy sprite. So it uploads the inky PNG, which is blue enemy, and it gets width and height and scale. The size of the enemy is based on width times scale and height and times scale. It get wrecked, so it can detect what it touches. And the bottom one is if the player is right of enemy, enemy goes to right, and if player is above the enemy goes to above. Code 2, collision logic. So this detects what player touches. So if player touches full group, food teleports to random position, and player's tail length increase by 1. If player touches enemy, player tail length becomes 0, and code say the enemy ate your tail in the output, and that sound plays. An enemy's position becomes random. If player touches player's tail, player's tail length becomes 0. And code say you ate your tail in the output. That sound plays. If player tail length is greater than the high score becomes the player's tail length. And if the player touches enemy 2, player's tail length becomes 0, and the closest the enemy ate your tail, and that's on place. And enemy 2's position becomes random. Demo. So we can move this penguin character by W, A, S, and D. And if we touches the food, our tail length increase by 1. And if we touch the wall, there's some place and our tail length becomes 0. And also, if we touch the enemy, our tail length becomes 0 too.
What's the goal of the game?
The goal of the game is to get highest score that you got.
And what happens if you touch your tail?
If we touch our tail length becomes 0. And code will say you ate your tail in the output. Favorite. My favorite part about working on this project was that I could make a game that I liked, which is Penman. How to improve my project? If I were to continue to work on my project, I would add more enemies to attack players and obstacles, which is like maze, the map of Pac-Man game, and special food to help players. Thank you.